Okay, let's get this all started. Let me get the music turned way down. 1, 2, 3, get it down pretty low. Welcome in, everybody. My name's Rev. And if you are unfamiliar with Star Trek Fleet Command, then I'm not sure how you found this channel, but kapla! Glad that you're here. And also many things to be discussed throughout this day. So bring your questions, bring your comments, everybody coming in from all over the world, literally, because we're doing this during our EU time-friendly time slot, trying to make sure that everybody has representation, everybody gets their questions answered, and everybody's having a great time. Oof. I seem irritated. Bro, I just started. How am I irritated? I just got here. Oh my goodness. Oh my God, I just got here. I'm not frustrated at all. I am I'm happy with the game in this very moment, in this particular moment, this individual moment right here. You wanna know why? I actually reminded them of this, and they were like, you know what? We hadn't thought about this, but this is a good idea. And I'm like, yes, it is a good idea. You should celebrate when a series has a season premiere. You should celebrate. So I'm happy, actually. This makes me happy. This is like a little bit of Rev right here on the screen. Phrasing. A little bit of Rev on the screen. It makes me happy. It's like, yes. Now, it doesn't make me unhappy, but I was kind of taken aback because I got no notice, and I hopefully am not the only content creator, but there was nothing in our dev chat about the patch that came out. And I'm just sitting here like, oh, cool. But yeah, lower decks. I can't wait for season 3. Season 1, 2, both seasons have been very good. So Strange New Worlds is still probably my favorite first season of Star Trek of all time, but Lower Decks season 1 was really freaking good, which is rare for Star Trek, as many of you are aware. It's rare for Star Trek to have a good season 1. And you think about it, and I know we're going to talk about Star Trek Fleet Command. We're going to get all of y'all's questions in, but you think about it, it's pretty surprising that Star Trek has survived as long as it has for having a reputation for sucking in the very beginning. So, yeah, shout out to Star Trek for making it through the hard times, which are generally the beginning times. Oh, okay. So if y'all want how we typically start these in familiar fashion, hopefully for many of you, but if you're new here, welcome in. Shout out your server. We like to give server shout outs to represent those who are here. Then we'll jump into question and answer time, which is what most of this usually is. I mean, I spend most of it doing question and answer. So it's, oh yay. Destroy the machine. I forgot that was today. Recruit the crew, SLB. And this is just for currency. And guess who doesn't really care? Rev. I am not going to blow too many on that, but I will finish the SMS. Check these separatist events. And yeah, ALB, we'll finish high on the ALB. That's what matters. I won't be going for the SLB and then the Cerritos. Let me get my dailies in. So shout out these servers who are here. Wow, so far 41, 89, server 27, 155, 53, 63, 34, 63 again. Wow, 14, 83, 20. Shout out to 20. You are on my home server. 80, 64, 113, 17, 21, 52, 60, 63, 71, 60. How many 63s are there? Oh my goodness. A lot of players from 63. 32, 143, 134, 140, 26, 184, 42, 63. Another 63? My goodness. All right, Traction, you're not from server 1, sir. You just told a fib. 33, 10, 153, 61, 44, 11, 70, 181, 20. Hey, Space Lord, another 20. Hey, good to see you. 170, 57, 181, 34, 73, 32, 115, 139, 16, 49, 41, 27, server 9. Well, nice. Good to see you. Server 80, 63, 35. You hit enter before the second one. 11. Hey, you still lied. Inadvertently, but you lied. It was inadvertent. Okay, so you didn't mean to. It was inadvertent. 157, 20 again. Wow, JTK's here. We got a lot of server 20s and a lot of server 63s here today, which is good, I guess. There's a lot of questions, a lot of comments, and plenty of things to discuss. We will go over the patch notes, by the way. I honestly, I don't want to make a video about just the patch notes because I actually already did that this week, but maybe we should. Maybe we should go over it, but we do have that right here. We can go over shout 45, 24, 26, 178, 63 again, 34, 53, 14, 40, 74, 21, and 14. But yeah, it's we'll go over that. I want to jump into a couple of these questions real quick just because they're easy. Does the Cerritos event every Wednesday stop providing ship BPs or change rewards? So if you're talking about the California class event, California class event goes away after it pays out 10 BPs worth. When the California class pays out 10 sets of BPs, it's done. It's gone forever. That was the initial design. So keep that in mind. So Josh, the exocomp have been fixed. If you're talking about the Actian hostiles, that has actually been fixed. So like kudos to Scopely for doing some work and getting it done. Now I did test it extensively last night after my video and talked to them about how it worked and everything, and it is working now, and I will explain that. Davis says, no, it hasn't. It's working anyway for all my testing throughout the night. We'll talk about though. You killed all 3 and it only showed 2 buffs max. Correct. Let me show, how about I show y'all how that works? Because it was confusing to me too, and I said this in the video. And I honestly think they should redesign this. But yeah. But yeah, it is all working now. Let me show you how it works. I'm gonna go to this 34 real quick and I'll show y'all. I'll give you visual representation. So what it's going to show you, and I don't like that it's displayed like this because it is visually confusing to some people. What it's going to do is it's going to show you the exocomp active, and then when there's another exocomp, so 2, it'll say +1, and then when there's 3 active, it'll say +2. I don't like that. I think you just said 1, 2, 3. It's far less confusing. And a lot of players who are, and you're not throwing me off at all, Joshua. This is what we do in the live streams. We go over your topics and we try to answer your questions. But for me, and here, I'll take this off the screen for now while we look at this. For me, it's easier to just see 1, 2, 3 than to do, oh, there's 1 and then +2 means there's 3. I mean, I understand it's math. Maybe it's just because I'm from the United States. We're not great with education. Maybe it's my problem. But you know what? Most of your players are in the US. So just, hey, cater to our ignorance, please. Thank you. Thank you. Big P, good to see you, buddy. So we're going to get in here and I'll show you that working. And hopefully it works here on stream because that would be quite embarrassing. You guys had lag spikes this month for 5-10 minutes and happening like 5-10 times a day. I have not had anything like that. No, the last time I had that was the final few hours of Incursion. All right, so this one has got 1 on it. So if you're looking on my screen, look at the Mantis itself, the actual green bar showing the Mantis. And then after this hit, you should see a little icon next to the Mantis pop up, and it did not. So fantastic. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Now I need to refresh it. Sometimes that happens. Let's hit this consumable, make sure it didn't get stuck. Oh, please. Scopely, not today, buddy. Not today, buddy. Scopely, not today, buddy. Oh, boy. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's there. It's active. So there's 1. There's 1. It decided to delay its representation. But let's go hit this one up here. And after we hit this one, it should have the icon next to the name Mantis, which you can see right here. And then it'll have a +1 next to that new icon when it decides to work. So we'll go through the battle again right here. By the way, be careful. This will count towards your California class event. This will count. Any hostiles will count, but specifically, exocomps are counting now. Oh, dude, you're with the Apex before me, aren't you? Son of a biscuit eater. You know what? It was fair, but still, I feel like I should be the one who gets it. I feel like it's mine. Maybe I should declare war on you. See, there's the +1. There's the +1. Now, I do want to reiterate that these don't stack, so you can't hit like 20 of the damage ones. You can only have all 3 active. So this is showing them working. I haven't hit all 3 yet. I need to go find the 3rd one, which I don't actually see spawned out right now. But anyway, this is how it works. Oh, actually, that was the 3rd one. My bad. So I've got all 3 exocomps active right now. And now I could really want to start focusing on attacking those Apex. Attacking those Apex. So anyway, what's just between Chrysalis and Apex other than power? So 1, it's a different type. So you're looking here, and this is an interceptor, or the Apex is an interceptor, and we're currently hitting explorers. So it would change up how you would be crewing. Now I'm crewing just very unique Rev Deuce crew because I like to be Rev. I'm going for max cargo, but then I've got right here attacking explorers from a battleship with Ortega. And it's not necessarily the best crew, so don't take this crew and be like, oh, this is what Rev uses, I should use it too. No, not really. But I am using it at the moment just for the sake of going out there and flying out. Revenos, when you do your chest pulls, you do 1 chest pull versus 3, 5, 10. Is there a reason why you have more of a chance of full pull? Nope. There's no reason why. That's just how I do it. I've been doing some of the refinery pulls in a certain way for some research purposes, but I don't want to discuss those researches. The error message, hopefully, Blue Dog, the error messages should be fixed with the update that we just got. But again, you know, it's should, coulda, woulda, shoulda. You know how that goes. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Get the Apex. Somebody's already farming the Apex, so it's going to have to spawn near me for me to get it. But what I want to do is go ahead and bring up the patch notes real quick and talk about this. Now, they call this one 45.1, except they've actually already run another update this month. This should technically be 45.2. We've actually already had an update in August besides our initial update. But here are some bug fixes that they went through. Fixed a bug where Alliance diplomacy tags removed by an admiral were sometimes still visible. Fixed an issue where some key bindings were detected incorrectly. Fixed an issue where calls or refit descriptions to appear incorrectly. Thank God for that fix, actually. I'm really happy about that. Fixed an issue where on some devices, zooming in and out was at a reduced speed. It wasn't reduced speed, it was at increased speed, sir. It was at increased speed. It was at crackhead speed. Fix an issue where the Alt key would sometimes get stuck when reassigning keybinds. Fix an issue where Alliance join, create Alliance, and invite tabs were still visible after joining Alliance. Fix an issue while during infinite incursions, the auto recall notification would sometimes not appear. Fix an issue where the Cerritos buff notification would be sent to ships, not buffed during armadas, and where a dash would sometimes appear as squares. That's random. Then improvements, made an improvement to the server transfer UI by removing region selection, made an improvement to the number of icons viewable on the HUD, made an improvement to the treasury, now provides a countdown timer when the treasury is full, which I actually kind of like that too. Made an improvement to the holodeck, notifying commanders when new missions are available. Made an improvement to notify commanders when new avatar or frame can be unlocked. Made an improvement where view placement when looking at missions saved mention the mission log. You know what's silly about all this? None of this mentions the fact that they added this right here on your screen. Does that not bewilder anybody real quick? Like, no, hold on. This on the screen. You see my mantis? This +2 right here showing me I have exocomms. That's something they added. Why didn't you put that in the patch notes? Why didn't you put that in the patch notes? Okay, anyway. There we go. Those are our answers for the day. There's our answers for the day. But, hey, got another error. Yeah, and I just told Blue Dog it should be fixed. Whoop-de-frickin-do. I can't complain about this month. Event store currency with just a $20 battle pass. You got 577. What am I at right now? I am at 557. So you got a little bit more than Rev right now. You got a little bit more than Rev right now. Why didn't they put in the patch notes? Well, see what's wild, and like, I'm not mad. Look, I actually like these type of patches. These incremental patches that come in that improve things and fix bugs are good. We actually like these. I'm not even that upset that they didn't tell us about it. Like, it would have been nice to know it was coming, and I could have said, hey guys, look, they're hearing your feedback, they're making changes, update coming this month. It would have been great to pass that along, but whatever. But why not include everything? Why not include everything? Okay, anyway, we're not turning this into a Scopely rant session. It's been a mostly good week, so it's just really weird. Free-to-play path got better than what they wanted to give us, so there's that. I mean, free-to-play path is much better this go around, where if you are a complete free-to-play player, you're expected to get somewhere between 400 and 450,000 if DJ's numbers are accurate, which I do believe they tend to be. So, yeah. Oh my goodness, there's a California class. I don't want to complete it, but whatever. I want to get these in. The Mantis has become an everyday pull. It's a must-have. Speaking of, do we have a ship just sitting static? Yes. We're going to sting you so we can get our dailies done today. I'm Ops 23 and have 70 Devore prints for the monthly chest. Are there any other BP events? Are there any other BP other than the event store? Are you asking other ways to procure it? So yes, Edward, on Mondays, if you do not have a divorce starting at your level, it will actually give you, you'll have an event that pays out Devore blueprints. Now, our friend Beck Likes Plants, I believe she made a video on this on her page. I have not, because I didn't have, but I do now, an account where I can show this event off. I do have that account now, and if y'all remind me on Discord, I can actually make it for you. I can actually make it for you. And I'll make a video showing off that event because I now have an account that can do that. But yeah, you have the ability now to get that weekly, so you can spend your event store currency on other things or your cosmic cleanup currency on other things on Saturdays, which I think is a good thing. So like, you should definitely have the Discovery and the Franklin at your level, and obviously want to get the Devore too, because the Devore is a horrible grind. I mean, it's just a pain in the butt to grind. Dude, Jack Beard, don't do it. I stung you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Jack Beard. I am so sorry, Jack Beard. I thought you were AFK, my friend. I thought you were AFK, my friend. You're still okay, though. You're still okay. I feel less bad now. Hey, Kernow, good to see you. Good to know the Sting doesn't drop your shields. No, the Sting does not drop your shields. It delays your weapons firing 1 round. It does lessen the amount of shots you do and lowers your damage, but it does not remove your shields. How's your server handling players stinging active armadas? Well, I mean, we have PvP in armadas already. So it's I guess we're just kind of used to it. Like, keep in mind that server 20 has been in a state of server war for about 3 years. So we're just used to it. I mean, station shields, not an attack. Oh, okay. Now I do personally consider, by the way, mistaken. Great to see you, by the way. I do personally consider stinging a player a move of aggression. But keep in mind that I'm a PvP player. Like, I don't mind that there's PvP in armadas. I think you should defend your armada. Ooh, Rev's stepping on toes now. I do. I think you should be able to defend your armadas. It's not just because you launched it doesn't make it yours. You have to prove that it's yours. And I know not everybody agrees with that, but I'm just saying. Anybody else AFK here? Henchman? Nobody's AFK. I guess I'll just sting the people I'm at war with, which happens to be war. Let me sting you, big man. Stung the big man. Is there a better way to source the ISIS jelly BPs? I have spent a ton of uncommon resources and they only got 30. Should I go to Obstory now without it and then finish sourcing? So there are 3 primary ways to source the ISIS jelly. You can do it through the event, which is what you're referring to. Armadas, which decent pull rate starting, 38, 39. And then 3, your alliance. If your alliance has a tier 3 territory, there's a service they can activate that allows you to turn in isogen for ISIS jelly blueprints. And while I don't prefer that to be the primary way of sourcing that ship, it is actually a pretty good sourcing mechanic if you're using it as a secondary or a tertiary way of adding to your totals. Don't rely on it in its, by itself, but it's not a bad idea to go about doing that. All right, come on, I want to hit this before somebody else sees it. Thank you. Ashley, thank you for being a cadet for 19 months and happy hump day to you as well. Greatly appreciate it. Come on, Jack. Don't do it to me, Jack. Gosh, dang it, Jack. See, that's what I get for laying around too much. Territory service is the worst way to do it because it costs the alliance so much. It is extremely expensive, D-Man, and I am not denying that. You will probably need to be in a higher level alliance to, be in a group that doesn't really care to pay for that service to get activated. IA doesn't care. I mean, they care, but IA is a large enough alliance with like 98 members that they get what they need, or 94 members, 98 possible, that if we need that activated, we can afford it and it's no big deal. But it can be an issue, yes. Do you know if they plan to add more keybinds in the future, like a button like attacker scan or clicking on the ship? I am not aware of that, no. I'll go ahead and tell you that the person to refer to the most when it comes to things like that is Ripper. Now, even though they didn't confer with him when they were making this design, Ripper is the guy when it comes to things like key bindings and stuff like that. His shenanigans program for the PC client has had it for a ridiculously long time already. Let's see if we can make it over here. So just, oh, come on. Henchman going to see it. Oh, see more butts. Yeah, Henchman sees it. We'll just go over here. But yeah, I need one more sting after this one. You got the Amalgam Free Play. Congratulations, Alexis. That's huge. Which ship's distress signal does the USS Enterprise receive on its way to station K7? So, Tammy, I actually put out the answers to the quiz yesterday in a video if you didn't see it. But here, I'll go and show it to you just because you're bringing up the strange new quiz. That was number 4 or 5? No, that's that was Hammer. Was it number 4? Anyway, but the USS Peregrine. USS Peregrine is the answer. USS Peregrine. You need to go mine one tritanium. You need to go mine one tritanium. But I put out all the answers in yesterday's video. If you want to check that out, it is appreciated. Ooh, an apex. Hell yeah. Oh, good. Everybody wants the apex. Everybody knows the strat. And actually, by the way, talking to them about potentially adding a higher spawn rate for the apex, but we'll see. We'll see. Being in constant state of war, why are you not attacking any hostile marked players you see? Strange definition of war. Colin, because I'm in a token system and I only brought a Mantis. And I didn't bring a PvP crew on the Mantis. If we were in a regular system like an Armada, I would wipe their entire Armada out, focusing on their leader. But I'm in a system, I'm live streaming, and I'm trying to get content done. That's why. Hitting a regular acting and hostile for the apex will get it to spawn again. So it's going to spawn naturally, but there's going to be a limited number. And when I say spawn more regularly, so like take the heavy traders and the regular transports in Soul for an example. The heavy traders and the regulars are a spawn rate of 80-20, as in 80% heavies, 20% transports. Now, technically, you can clear out so many of the regular transports that only heavies have spawned, and you got to clear out the heavies to then get more transports to spawn, unless they go through their natural progression, which is there's actually a despawn rate as well, so they'll naturally reset itself over time. But yeah, anyway, what crew have you found to be the best crew for Mantis grinding? One, depends on have you done any of your research for your Mantis, and me and DJ were actually running the math yesterday morning when we were doing a call, and it's going to take like 2 years to get the Mantis research max, which is really silly. But yeah, it's going to depend on your crews and what strat you're going for. So if you're going for the apex, which is what most people are going to try, and there's freaking Jackbeard. Jackbeard, are you running a speed crew? Because you're moving zoomy. You've also tiered yours up significantly more than I have. But he's running some zoomies. He's obviously done more research than I have as well. But it depends on what you're going after. If you're trying to make an apex build, you can focus on that. But honestly, it's all about the research and then obviously the tier of your Mantis, because the Mantis has a massive boost damage-wise. Still need 5 strange tuna shards. I hope I get them. Would even buy her, but she's never in the store. So strange tuna was the one set this month to be the sourced one through the meta. So everybody should, in theory, end up with her if they've done all the SMSs and all those different things. But we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, I gotta do one more. Here, see more butts. Bam! Now we're done. We've gotten our dailies done for the day, and that means I'm gonna do a pull with y'all. I love doing these pulls because it is so profitable. Like, I have just been getting such good. So we're gonna get this right here, which is going to give us 2,700, and then this other one right here is going to give us what, 918. All right, let me click all these. Click. There we go. You prefer 5-4 Gorkon? Yeah, I get what you're saying. The 4 is unique, but yeah. They're all that. Any thoughts on Lon being left out of the Mantis refinery? I don't have any personal thoughts about it. No. I mean, obviously I want all officers to be available there, but no, I don't have any big negative thoughts. She's not a great officer. She's an okay officer. I appreciate that her lower deck ability does increase the cargo cap, but it's nothing like world changing or game beating for me that makes me just have to have it. So Mantis replace 34 ships for armadas later on. Is power scaling per tier seems very high? I would say no, because the problem with the Mantis is the weapons on it are extremely weak. Now, the only way to overcome those weak weapons, like we have seen, and I've shown in video, the Mantis beating an Enterprise. Well, you're going to have to sting that Enterprise and then use crews to make that happen. But it's never going to perform very well in an Armada because the weapons damage. And when we get it back in dock, I can show you all this and give you the visual of what I'm talking about. But the Mantis does not have very good weapon damage. So, got your package yesterday. Going to open it tonight with my kid. Thanks again. Oh, Fab, I'm super excited to hear that. I've been meaning to ask you, had it come in yet? With it shipping overseas, I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. But I'm really glad, and I can't wait to hear how your kids are going to enjoy those Pokemon cards. I'm really excited for you. Oh, yeah, Paulo, I've already said that I'm not using a good crew for what I'm doing. I've already said that. So no need to chime in. Already know. I'd use 5 Stranger World Pike and Stranger World Spock on my Franklin, and getting bucket loads of modulators can do swarm data. So the crew that I use for swarm hunting is Stranger World Pike, Stranger World Spock, and Jayla, just to get it done with and be as efficient and quick as possible. But 5 has always been a great card for loot because she gives you more loot. And that's why she was an Armada officer and still is an Armada officer that many people rely on and is a big rep grinding officer as well. Nice, Clayton. More excited for NFL starting again or DS9 arc? Definitely DS9 arc. Like, I love football and I love the NFL. And I miss working in and around it at times, to be honest with you. But I'm more excited about this because this is my livelihood. And honestly, I've been a Star Trek fan as long as I've been a football fan. And I love both things equally. So definitely excited about D Space Nine coming. It also helps that I've been having meetings with, at least the people running it this upcoming month. And I'm really, really excited about that. I think it's going to be freaking awesome. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Another Pike full pull in my alliance. Who could have guessed Scopely makes his Master Refinery so OP? I mean, yeah, the Master Refinery is great. And it's why every 2 days I'm going to sting people. Every 2 days I'm stinging people. Because look, man, it is just too freaking good. And I'm not complaining by any stretch. Definitely not. I mean, and it's wild. Like, I use my Mantis more to just sting in general. I mean, it's kind of like when Cloaking came out. Remember when Cloaking came out, you're like, man, I don't really feel like I need to use this. I'll just do it because I have to. I feel like I have to. Even if I'm not fighting a person, I've got to sting every 2 days because I've got to pull this refinery for these officers. And the pull rate on it has been fantastic. It has been wonderful. You haven't got any full pulls. Well, I'll say this, Maurice. Even if you're not getting full pulls, this refinery is paying out a great return. Even if you're not getting full pulls, it's still doing really, really well. And let me go ahead and just start doing some of these turn-ins while we're sitting here. But come on over here, my man. So I'm gonna collect my condensed venom for the day, and then my mana just finally popped. That means I'm gonna turn this in if I can get some of those synthetic ions. And whole fragments we'll stay off of, but we got enough for 3 pulls. So there's 1 Hammer shard. I'll take it. I actually unlocked Hammer in the leaderboard this past week. 10 Ortega shards, and then our final one of the day is another Hammer. So we got 2 epic shards and 10 rares in 3 pulls. That is fan-freaking-tastic. Oh my gosh, it's fan-freaking-fantastic. That's pretty freaking dope. Like, if I got that every 2 days, I mean, it's no exaggeration that, by this time next year, I will have maxed many of these officers. And that's just not sourcing that we're used to. So I am very excited about that. Seeing is so much fun. Our server tried to row it, but we all laughed. You can can't prove who did it, and too many now can do it. Yeah, until they show you who's stinging you, which I'll be honest, I think it should work like Cloaking. I don't think you should be able to know who's stinging you. Then you can't really row it. I noticed the Mantis grinding and getting the auto exocomps works for the California class event. Yes, because it's an exocomp. Any active exocomp counts to your California class events. Be very careful with that if you're trying to do that strategy where you keep that California class event kind of like stuff in your back pocket. So there you go. I'll take those 24 days worth of speed ups. Thank you very much. And our amalgam, I can't do that till tomorrow. Territory, let's go ahead and pull our territories. From a jelly, what you recommend crew-wise for 40+ interceptors past the original PMT? Nothing. Don't hit interceptors if you're not hitting PMT. Unless you got Cath, then you can do Picard, Beverly, Cath. But short answer, don't do that. That's bad. Don't do that. Here, I've got all this sitting around. Let me do this for my alliance. Here you go, alliance. You get some emitters. There you go, 42,000 emitters. So I haven't turned these in a while. Let's do this one and give you some diodes. There you go, 42,000 diodes, and then I'll give you some of these. Bam. 42,000 progenitor cores. I haven't done this in a while, so there you go. Oh, forgot this one too. Here, get some progenitor reactors. There you go, 42,000 the bad boys. Boom. Panda pops up for about a second of saying who stung you much too fast to get any screenshot for row purposes. Well, y'all know how I feel about row. I think row is stupid. I think row is an attempt to control players, and I don't support it or endorse it. But it's unique to every server. It works on some servers. It doesn't work on others. And you just kind of go with it how you will. Only annoying thing about the Mantis is that I get a lot of purchases didn't go through errors because of those Exos. Yeah, Maurice, we actually had 2 of those while we were grinding here today. We had 2 of them happen. And yes, it is. Just seeing purples in territory? No. No. Hey, Darren, how you doing? You just pulled 110 Hammer Charge. Wow, Doc. That is, that's some RNG. Like, you need to go get a lottery ticket. You need to get a lottery. Comment in the chat if y'all think it needs a lottery ticket. Just watch your Augur video. It's kind of dated now. It is, Mark. A lot of those videos need to get, I've been pulling them as I make new ones. I'll pull the old one. But yeah, I mean, the Augur video, that was probably close to 2 years ago now. And yeah, it definitely needs an update. It definitely needs an update. The kid in DC, they got 3 pike full pulls from 10 chests. I did not, Maurice, but holy crap. Holy shnikes, Batman. That's a lot. Yeah. Does anybody, because I don't want to feel anybody getting left out, because I know not everybody has the Mantis, and we're sitting here talking about the Mantis a lot. Does anybody have any non-Mantis questions? I mean, we can continue talking about Mantis. What's RNG? RNG is a gaming, like board gaming and regular gaming term that stands for random number generator. So it's chance. So the RNG rates, will be, whatever the percentage roll is on you getting an officer, for example. So if we go to our recruit tab, exclusive description. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for that. That confused me. Anyway, so like your chances for your pulls here, and then RNGs is you're just rolling the dice to see if you hit the big one. You still advise to max Trinity officers with transporter patterns now that the meta's changing? I still do. Yes. I still do. Mateo, I have no idea. Haven't even thought about it. Do you have a recommendation for when to collect loyalty chests? What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. Full Hammer and Strange New World of Hura? Nice. Why is Skull be making it downright impossible to unlock officers from this arc for players below level 33? The short answer, I mean, the honest answer is because there's so many officers in the game, they want players to level up, and they dilute the lower levels with more officers. It encourages people to sit down there and wait until they get what they need. So by moving stuff into the mid tiers, it incentivizes people leveling up more. So, any guess if they'll offer strange or strike team lawn packs? There was one up temporarily. I don't know if that's returning. I haven't heard that it's returning, but I can continue to ask. Many people have asked me that in the past 24 hours. Obviously, she's a very important card. If you got a Tribune or an Augur, she's very, very good. But yeah, I can continue to ask about that. Option 3 question. I have enough currency for 70 strike team or Strange New World Una or 70 Honor Guard Wharf Charge, which is better? Honor Guard Wharf by far. Honor Guard, out of those two, Honor Guard Wharf is the far superior card for you to go after. Yeah, so there you go. In terms of sourcing Strange New World La'an, David, she is going to be based on incursions. So you will use incursions as your primary sourcing mechanic for Strange New World La'an. So do have another incursion coming up semi soon, and I will keep y'all up to date with that, but that is the primary sourcing for her. Hey Luke, good to see you, man. Not that hard to level officers if you do all the things everywhere every day. I mean, yeah, look, you have to do everything every day if you want to level up. I mean, I purposely kind of stymie my progression because I want to stay around most other players, but hell, I'll be going to 46 here pretty soon just because I've got very little left to do, and I'm gonna move on up. But yeah, that's just the nature of the game. I think getting 2 Meridians to help mine ISO and a D-Space, is that a smart idea? I have 2 Meridians and I find both of them very useful. I haven't maxed my first Meridian, it's at tier 8, and I've got a second Meridian that's kind of babyish, but yeah, it's definitely a good idea to do that. I think so anyway. I think the Meridian is one of the most valuable things in the game, as well as one of the best research trees in the game for all players. What's your recommendation for hunting board probes? Well, do you have the Strange New World crew? Because if so, Strange New World crew. Now, if you do not have that, then I'm going to stick with what was originally the main meta, which was 5 as captain and then Chintalan on the sides versus 33s. But again, who are you going against? Like, what level probes you're going against. It's a very, very, very wide-ranging question. And no, I basically never pull G4 Armada chests. They're terrible. They just waste your currency. I do not pull them. I do not pull them. You need to be our augur. I like my augur. And you are missing some defense stats, sir. You need defense stats. Lorca, yeah, replace him. There we go. That's what we need. All right, up you go. Go grind. Easter Right Team DS9 characters. Couldn't tell you if I knew. You know that. No point in asking DS9 questions. You're not going to get any answers. I'm running out of buildings to do at 39, but my ship's officers need work, so do I just slow cook my buildings from now on? That's what I would say, Rastruce. I mean, one of the things that I have to kind of speed up in my process is my research. I need to complete about 5 researches a day. I tend to want to just let things naturally run because I'm really bad about hoarding things in the game. So speed ups being one of those. And I need to stop doing that. That's bad. Rev, stop being bad. But yes, short answer, I would just go ahead and focus on the officers, let it even out, and then go back to it. So like, look at all these I just need to keep moving in on. Thing on hauler. I mean, these are good. I just went through all this stuff. I need more of those. Piercing, Advantage Explorer, that's a good one. Confederate, Romulan Notoriety, that's a good one. Yeah, I need all the reps because I'm about to push up 46. I need more rep. I'm nowhere near rep where I need to be. Those who are about to ask, here's where my rep's at. 178 on Romulan. Need to get to Glorified, and then Klingon is at 65 million. Yes, Bushmaster, you should spend your 3 years worth of speed ups. What are you saving them for? What are you saving them for? And look, this is the same problem I have, man. I have the same issue, which is why I have to tell myself, look, go in, burn through speed ups, stop worrying about being efficient so you can stop taking 15 years to go places and get it done. That's what I'm doing now, right here on the screen. Went through 3 researches. Any progress on fixing the Player Alliance power rankings? Nope. Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I'm sure it's on their board, but you asked a question and I don't have the answer that you were searching for. Oh man, I need more. It's going to take you so long to get this done. I really dislike that. But we'll go ahead and go after this research and then back over here and go to our territory tree and what I want to do. Impulse speed. Yes, please. There we go. Definitely need that. Modern Nurse Chapel. No answer for you, Andrew. How's Outlaw research going? I am needing to do more Armadas. Maybe I can do that today. I don't know if Kindness is still here. I can swap out and try to run more Armadas today with that ship. Let's see. Where is my Stella? But I need to do another Stella scrap of Max. So I'm running low on directives. So let's do officers assigning. We'll do that. Group. And then we're going to get you up here and you up here. And how do I want to arrange this? I want to go full loot. I really go full loot. We can go full loot and then damage. Full loot and damage. Well, we're not going full loot. We're going loot plus damage. Loot plus damage. Give you 10? Okay, Kindness. I'll just go ahead and head that direction and launch what I can launch. But since we're doing that, that means that we've got to get our Botany Bay out. Because that means I got to go mine. I haven't mined data. I got to go mine botany. See, there's so many things to do in this game. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. But it is easy to fall behind with the amount of things that you got to keep track of and do. My Botany Bay I've not mined in 3 weeks. 3 weeks, I think. So I am out of that juice that I need. So we're going to go do some Botany Bay mining today. Try to get that number back up. And we're actually going to change the crew to our protected cargo crew. That brings my Botany Base protected cargo up to 314,000. All right, then we'll come down here. Ilmatar. Hey, Khalil, thanks for being here, man. I greatly appreciate that. I hope you had a great time. All right, so we'll go here. And we'll start mining. Do you think we'll see more single auction officers coming in the next few months, the way Star Trek Lawn and Himmer only had one? That's actually the meta. That's actually how it usually is, meme. And they recently would add more to them. That's actually how it was generally set up, is if you had an auction during a month, it was going to be a single officer that it went through. A single officer. Do you know how to freeze tails? Yes. But I don't bother with it, to be honest with you. As you can tell, I do the 2-ship method. And the reason being is I'm going to bring this ship in here and look for OPC. So, but yeah, I do know how to freeze tails. It's been out for, well, ooh, 40K. Yeah, mama. Yeah, mama. Give me that 40K green. Hey, Hank's Corner. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Lube, you're almost ready for 49. Yeah, the 49 to 50 wall is massive, bro. And at least you are aware that it exists. At least you're aware that it exists. Let's come over here. Let's see if we can get anybody else's OPC. You're not OPC. Are you OPC? Rev's down with OPC. To mine red data kind of day. I hate mining red data. It's so slow. Until they make decent nodes for red data. No. I hate mining red data. All right, so even if I only got 40K, that's still, I mean, that's still nice. That's still nice. Did I check him? I did. There we go. And then what I'll do is I'll swing at Yarda on my way out. I'll swing to Yarda on my way out. And, oh, somebody lost the epic. No, damn well I need that epic. This might be me, but I feel the move from Ops 45 to 46 has a huge event jump and requirements. Oh, it does. No, Josh, there are intended jumps that are very, very high and difficult to get through. And one of those is what you just mentioned. So the 45 to 46 jump is tremendously hard to get through. But beyond that, you know, I really should have just done this one, man. I mean, well, no, I had to reset it a billion times. But 49 through 50 is one of the worst ones in the game. It is absolutely insane. Insane. Your videos pertaining to level 34 ships are getting a bit old. Yeah, we talked about that earlier, and I want to make sure your opinion hasn't changed. As far as I understood, Enterprise and Augur recommended why D4 is mad. All three of them are good. They're all better at different things. And it really comes down to research and officers. Remember, those are the things that are forever. Research and officers are forever. Ships are very temporary. Even things like the Augur and stuff that you could end up playing with for 2 years. Technically temporary. So I do prefer the Augur because it's going to, battleships naturally have more hull health. You know, research can obviously make other ships match that and stuff like that, but they naturally have more hull health. So I tend to favor them a little bit more. The Enterprise has a ridiculously strong ability that makes it a fantastic, Mateo, please stop spamming that question. Has a fantastic PvP and Armada ability thanks to its, you know, shield ability. So looking at the event store, don't have any projectile shards, power-ups. Which ones give me the best damage boost, or should I get them all? So the cool thing about the projectile shards of Sonic is that they stack. So like if you get the damage one, and you get the piercing one, and you get the Armada one, all of them are active. So like you don't have to pick and choose. You get all of them, and they all work. You get all of them. So get all of them. How many do I have? How many rares do I have? I've got enough to run 3 rares. And I've got enough to, okay, I've got plenty for that. Hey, zoom out and see the entire circle. So I don't have the resolution set to that, but you could do that in your settings, graphic settings, particularly if you got Ripper's mod shenanigans. Been having the ability to do that for a long time. But, oh, I don't want to do full screen. I like windowed mode. Thank you very much. But there's your resolution and everything. Okay, how much event store currency so far? I'm at 533, which is a lot more than I expected. So free to play, pure free to play should end up where they're in the 400 to 450,000 range. Pure free to play. It's not counting leaderboards. So I'm at like what were we at? 560, 570? I'm at 560.8 right now. I'm at 560.8 right now. Is there a resource I can see the event store loot outside of the game for stuff to scale with ship tier like Vidar and Amalgam as far as now? Is there a resource I can see the event store loot? Not that I'm aware of. No, not the event store loot. Do you recommend Giorgio as the first officer to get with transporter powers for burning with the obliterator? Orton, you can. I mean, again, what are you doing with the auger? Because if you're grinding hostiles with your auger, then having Giorgio is really important. If you're gonna do a lot of PvP, it could be a great early run. You know, a lot of people early on will run Ash Tyler, Giorgio, and DJ Aoki on their auger for good results, giving you mitigation maxed, giving you 2 forms of damage boost, and that's a very popular early run. What are you going to use it with? What are you going to use it with? I noticed increased uncommons last week with a 75k refine on all 3 types. Well, Dale, yeah, you missed it. We had the refine increase. I don't know if you missed it. I guess I didn't make a video on it because I am a little annoyed with how they did it. But yeah, they increased the refinery this past week. Yeah, anything with a lot of hull health is going to be good for hitting a base because hull health translates into longer survivability, more survivability. So, do you know what the gift will be in 24 hours offered today? So, the lower decks gift, I'm going to let y'all wait on it. I'm just going to say, you're welcome. So, I reminded them that Lower Decks premieres tonight, and they said, you know what? It's a good idea. We'll do something. We'll do something. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. Oh, goodness. Let's see. What time? Sorry, I was checking what time the meeting is today. Meeting with the devs. What time is it? Okay, we still got a little bit of time. Okay, we're good. We're good. So make sure I wasn't going to miss it. Whether Jonathan Frakes turned 70 last week, why scope for the hate Riker? Yikes. First of all, I can't believe that Jonathan Frakes is 70 years old. That is, wow. But 2, okay. Are we getting a spin event that uses ship and officer XP? Not in the near future. Not in the near future, Stephon. Have a 1 or 2 week break between arcs. We'll see. All helping us and stuff. Who's better than Rev? I mean, I don't like to think of myself as better. I really don't. I think that the content creation team we have is fantastic. I love working with DJ and love working with Beck Likes Plants and Stewie Doo and even, you know, those who aren't in the same level of content creation in terms of like NDA, but are still working great, like June Bree, you know, working with Ripper, obviously. We have a great team, and I'm really dedicated to building this team and making this team better. And that's all that matters to me. I don't want to take individual credit. I think we're all doing a great job. So, will DJ join Team RT? Well, we'll just have to wait and see. When he, kind of like in an evaluation period now, and we have to see how he interacts with the rest of the team. Like he's not, you don't just get into the stream team. You know, like you actually have to be supporting the other streamers in the team and be a part of the community and stuff like that. Why the Armada Control Center gives so little power, 2% per ops, but it costs so much for a tactical force? Because that's how Scopely designed it. All I can say is intentional. Intentional. Ooh, rare. Yeah, please. Thank you. Please and thank you are the magic word. Woo! Dumb weird question. Where can I farm fortunate blueprints? I scrapped mine a zillion years ago and now I'm in a collecting mood. I have to go super low level hostiles, like level 7 systems and stuff. Very low level hostiles. Very low level. Are you registering? Okay. Do you have some past videos that would help choose what research to do first to increase ship power and survivability? I mean, I've got a crap ton of videos, including a bunch about research. And honestly, the research ones need to be updated because so much has changed in the research sphere. Short answer, anything that has to do with your ship combat ability, hull health, damage, etc. is important. You know, there are faction-specific researches that make you better against certain faction ships. That's good for hostile grinding. There's a lot. So it really would be better a one-on-one question. I grabbed the TOS Enterprise skin in the event store. Does the bonus apply to all ships I run, or just the Enterprise? Just the Enterprise. So the tricky thing with the TOS skins, or any of the ship skins, is while they're great, they only work for that ship. Whereas the projectile skins work for everybody, which has more value to some people because, well, you can keep those forever. And we talk about just getting things that last forever. JTK, are you about to pop me with your Kelvin? I see the Kelvin. Are you about to pop me with the Kelvin? Sir? Sir. Sir. You were just in the stream. Let's see what else. I heard you say beams that will stack. Does that include two 20% damage ones for 40%? Yes, it does. It does. JTK, are you about to pop me, sir? You can't stop a Kelvin with an auger running PMC. Yep. Bye-bye, auger. Hi, auger. Auger doesn't have cloak, follow. The auger doesn't have cloak. I mean, so Dustin, I've done Angel in the Skies. I have plus 10 warp. That's what you're asking. Reset this node. Go. Is Scopely ever going to get rid of the fog in 4-star space in order for 4-star mods to be joined without being in the same system? I have no, oh God, is nobody here? Just us? Oh my goodness. And no, I have no knowledge of them doing it. Some people like the Fog of War, some people hate it. I'm indifferent to the Fog of War. There are people who really, really dislike it. I feel like we're about to blow up. I feel like this isn't enough, especially with my tier 6 Stella. Yeah, I didn't go very well. That didn't go very well. Where's Kindness? Kindness says he was going to run these with it. Let's put out a post. Isn't there research that gets rid of the Fog of War? Nope. There's no research that gets rid of the Fog of War in Deep Space. How much for an autographed custom t-shirt with a shout out on it? Since I'd have to order the t-shirt and pay for it myself and ship it to me and then ship it to you, $100? Because it's going to cost me like 50 between just all the shippings and stuff. $100? I have a question. My server is 9%, if not higher, retribution based. How are us pirates meant to survive while also benefiting from higher launch rewards? Pick and choose your battles. Pick and choose your battles. That's all I can really say. You got to be picky and choosy when you're doing things. You know, I mean, I'm all for being a pirate, and I personally have no issue, for example, hitting OPC and token systems. Some people do. Well, do I really need OPC in those systems? So, you show us Fog of War? Sure. Mark, here's what everybody's talking about. So this is regular space. Here you got deep space and dark space. But see all these little icons? You can't view that system unless you're in it. Like even these that I've explored. See, like this one? Can't view it. Now this one, I can view. I have a ship in it. But that's what they're talking about. Fog of War. You can't actually see into any of these systems. Wouldn't mind fog, live for the sea, empty mines, otherwise happy to leave it. As someone who's in a server that's in a lot of war, and I know my perspective is not one that everybody can relate to, but because my server's in a constant state of war, I like the Fog of War because it means my miners last longer on it. You have to actually go to the system and try to clear it. So I like it, but it varies. I mean, if you're on a very peaceful server and you're just looking for ease and convenience, then yeah, it's probably annoying. Territory space is the same way, by the way. Territory space is the same way. For early server life, as my alliance is taking our territory, is Meridian refit skin worth grabbing? I love the Meridian refit skin, so I'm gonna say yes. Even if you have 5 territories and everything else with your alliance is set, I still love having that skin. It looks great and it's super useful. And I just saw collective bargaining. Do y'all see collective bargaining? I see collective bargaining. My favorite away team mission is here. Also the away team mission that I have like jumped the most into. All of my ships are not available. Oh my gosh. Oh, ship D. Oh, good. That's just the one that's repairing. Oh, thank the Lord, baby Jesus. I was about to have been swindled by my officer. Why did I click the upgrade button? Get out of there. All right. We do need another defense officer to make up for that. And Mud, can you do it? Thank you, Mud. Thank you, Skinny Mud. Back here. Who needs to grind probes? I mean, I'm getting really close to having to grind them again. So that's why I really want this mission. All right, we're gonna hit you with Carol and Livis. It could go better, but you know, I'll take that and a 58% chance of success. Yeah, JTK, we were just talking about you stream sniping. Everybody loves stream sniping people. I think it's so cute. So cute. But I could definitely kick that Kelvin's ass, and you know it. All right. I turned a 2-day collective bargain this morning before reset. It was replaced by another 2-day, and I got another 2-day after reset. Well, aren't you just happy and lucky? Aren't you just happy and lucky? Let's run a boarding party just to get more of these. What are some of your favorite presets for crewing? I don't care about presets. I think presets is a waste of time. I think it was an awful mechanic the way they introduced it. I do not bother with presets. The only preset I have set that I would ever consider using is my disco crew. But guess what? The disco crew actually sits on something useful. So it is, presets are a waste of my time. I literally do not save any time with presets. Got my RNG back on full pulls and officers again. Cool. Cool, dude. All right, let's go hit our worms. How do I get uncommon explorer ship parts at level 39? I want to upgrade the jelly. Scrapping Mayflowers. Scrapping Mayflowers. Angel Skies gives a warp particle for enhanced warp course. Yeah, Dustin, we covered that in a video. Yeah, there are 3 different things that need the ions, and you can only get 2 in the game, and sometimes they'll sell the 3rd one. Where from Envoy blueprints? I always just use the low separatist system. Like these right here, the 17s can be. How close am I getting to level 46 ship? I mean, I could make it to level 45 easily today if I wanted to. I need to check my rare. I'm really close to having the rares for the ops building take me to 46. But the main thing I need is rep grinding. I need to get back and do some more rep grinding. So Ops 36 at the moment is the best to smash through Ops 39. That's my recommendation, Nick. 39 is a fantastic place to camp. I like, if you're going to do the camping strategy, I always like to do it on top of a leaderboard instead of the bottom of a leaderboard. What I mean by that is 36 through 39 is a common leaderboard for like solo leaderboards for officers and things like that. So you're going to have an advantage being at 39 versus being 36. It's the same reason that I do like 42 as a quick camp spot. I want to be on top of that leaderboard, but the 40s are very different in how you could approach them. Like if you're a mid-tier spender, camping makes no sense. Me and DJ have talked about this. Like, it makes no sense to camp if you're a mid-tier spender. None, because the packs change every level instead of every 2 levels, and you can move a lot quicker if you're spending. If you're not spending heavy, then you camp at top of leaderboard. Yeah, Zero, I've got, let me check. Obviously you got the raw cost. So your research has come into that, but like I'm sitting on almost 20,000 rare ore for 4-star. So I've been saving up, and very soon I'll be able to go up there. But keep in mind that this is what I do. I just scrap ships and I sit and I camp and I don't spend on buildings. But what you're going to see is when you're going to come a leaderboard in D Space 9 that I just go smack through several walls at one time, and you're just going to be like, dang, Rev, you were 42, a month later you're 46. It's the same thing that I did with 39. The only reason I didn't go to 42 sooner is just because I didn't have the rep. I didn't have the rep done, but I had all the resources to go to 39 to 42 in a month. And I'm gonna do the same thing with 46. So Paulo, if you have a leaderboard that's got 45 and 47, you're talking about dailies, and nobody, I think, tracks the daily leaderboards. Nobody tracks the daily leaderboards. Yeah, JV, 47 is more, but I'm really close to being ready to go to 46. I've got, I think, a couple more events worth to do. I'll have to bring, I've got the calculator. I've got the calculations. I just need to rerun it, but yep. Oh man, is nobody clearing out the interceptors? Oh, come on, man. Is there any easier way to get ship BPs? I get them so slowly, I don't like scrapping unless I get enough to make a replacement. Depends on what type of ship you're talking about. But short answer, honestly, no. There's not a quicker way besides the ways that exist. Yes, DS9 is the next arc, Andy. So DS9 will start this upcoming month. DS9 will start this upcoming month. Oh, we got 3 this time. This is not good. Not good. Where is everybody today? Like, have jobs or something? Hey, we won. Who carried? Somebody carried hard. Yeah, I guess I was just the meat shield there. I'll take it. I'll take any W's that I can get. Man. Heading that way. Think at 16. Congrats, chill out. I am still at 14 and a half. I'm still at 14 and a half. How do I get 4-star rare survey parts? I can't upgrade my Meridian anymore because any of those parts, thanks. Only way you're gonna be able to do that is with a pack or by leveling up. Because you can't refine those until level 40, or hell, you can't refine rare until 43. Is it a terrible idea to go over 30 million rep before level 38, knowing you can't do the dailies? I mean, that's up to you. I mean, do you have an alliance where y'all have territory where you can still pull those dailies off? Or, you know, it's there's a pro and a con. The pro is that the higher you get that rep, the less time you have to spend rep grinding for, like, when you hit level 42. And if you want one of those ships, you'll be able to get to that 140 million rep a lot easier. The drawback is if you can't complete any of the dailies, you limit your ability to complete a lot of missions and get your faction credits and things like that. So Hank, no, nothing I can think of, man. 29 is like a soft camp. You just hit what you need to do and keep moving up. There's not a lot. The only thing that the low 30s really have is a ton of research levels, but there's not a lot of super important ships unless you count the Mantis that just came out, but it doesn't have a free to play path at the moment. Hopefully soon we'll have one of those to announce. Hopefully soon. Would you put ultras on the ultra recruit now that has Ferengi, or would you do the exclusive discovery pool so you have them all unlocked? Okay, so let's bring up officers real quick. So we added Ferengis in here, but short answer is I'm always going to go for this. It's more efficient. This literally just costs more, and yes, more reduced, but there's nobody in here that I particularly need or want with a very, very low chance of a full. So I'm going to stick to this. Let's stick to this. And yeah, chill out. I haven't spent my... So we've done this tracking. I get about 25,000 a month ultra recruit. And that's the daily events, the random events that we'll have. I get about 25,000 a month. So you can see the last time I spent was the last time we had a ultra auction. I don't typically spend my ultras unless there's an auction. That's why I have so many. You know if they're considering pulling faction chest officers from the ultra chest. So Hellscythe, I am aware of some potential changes to officer sourcing coming to try to make things better for everybody, but it's not something that I'm allowed to talk about right now. All I can say is that officer sourcing is a very recognized problem. They have been discussing various ways to make it easy for everybody to get certain officers, and that you will see some updates in the near future. Yeah, Earth. Yeah, we talk about that pretty extensively, that if you use the Mantis exocomps, it will count towards your California class. So we try to warn everybody that we can. Chaos? All right, yes, Rastruce. The Ferengi are, well, a couple Ferengi are. You know, it's, I hate adding things to the ultras because it dilutes it even more. And you're still only pulling 12 shards. Even though they added more officers to it, you're not, all you did was add 5 officers to an already overloaded thing. So, what's the standard RNG for Rainbow away team missions? What do you mean? What do you mean? Guys going after that one. Go this way, negatives and negatives. Dang it. Nobody's here clearing out the interceptors. This is, are you coming to clear interceptors? Did you boost an Intrepid? Did you boost an Intrepid? To fight a worm? I mean, okay. No judgment. I'm just curious. I'm not mad at you. Like, I'm not saying you're a bad player. I'm just sitting here like, all right, go. You think Ultras should be split by faction? I think that Ultras are diluted and they need to make an update. That's all I'm going to say on it. So, but camping at 39 since February. Research is almost done. All 3 epics waiting T8 and go to 40. Better to wait for any leaderboards for DS9 or just say epic. I would wait for leaderboards at DS9. Yeah, first contact is quicker, but you shouldn't even need it. If you just do your regular dailies, the first contact will complete on its own. But okie dokie, I mean, it's fine. It's just unexpected. I'm gonna have to bring an interceptor here or there's no crew I can just throw on this thing. Like, I don't have Picard Beverly, because Beverly's currently somewhere else. I do have Kath. Go up to Lon laying around. I could run Picard, Kath, to Lon. Let's see, Picard, click. You definitely need to stay. We'll put you down there. And then let's sort by name. Where's Talon? Do I have her available? Talon, where are you? Am I blind? Where's Talon? Okay, y'all, what? Sort by group. There she is. Oh, she's on ship D. I'm up a creek without a paddle. Can't send another crew because Talon's actually sitting on the ship that's out grinding. Oh well, we'll hit this. Beverly is on the right here. She's on the Stella, about to die to a 37 exchange. Do you think the Menace refinery full pull rate will be reduced by the time the ship is available free to play? No, I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be. I think you're safe there. Let's see, where are we at? Close. All right, repair. Did I get enough to actually do the pull though? Because that's all that matters. Get enough to do the pull. Speaking of pulls. Pull. Mantis officer pool going to rotate? No rotation that I'm aware of, no. Now, they could add to it, like maybe add the strike team officers to it, but there's no plans of rotation that I'm aware of. And no, I've not gotten to mow the lawn. It's rained essentially every day for about a week, and will continue to do so. And I love the rain, but I'm not able to mow right now, which is a real pain in the neck. All right, so I got that. Still got to go grind some more. And let's hit this. Wait, did we finish? We did. Don't hit it. Nope. Oh, stop it. Thank God for cancel warp. Oh my goodness. Thank God for cancel warp. All right, we finished. Means we can pull our finals. Go. Badges, Ortega, and then bottom we're gonna get Lon and Avatar. Yeah, the cancel war button is huge. Like, if y'all are a newer player, there are so many quality of life things that y'all get to like take for granted, and I'm glad y'all get to take them for granted. But, like, the fact that there did used to be a cancel warp, and like if you accidentally warped somewhere that was 10 minutes away, that you had to wait 10 minutes to get your ship back. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that's a thing. So, favorite disco and grinding crew set. Yeah, I mean, I just don't use presets because I've got 6 docks and I just have my ships set how they need to be set. So, yeah, 10 there and 10 back. Yep. And man, I hope you didn't relocate to a place where you can't warp out either. See your ship on a bad course and I was a minute later, all you heard was a ton of cussing. There's a lot of things that, like, we give Scopely a lot of crap, and I think that that's justified sometimes, but there are a lot of things that they've made a lot better. For real. I think they'll run Borg event between arcs. It's something I've talked about with them in our meetings. Now we'll have to cut today's stream a little bit short, everybody, because I'm about to go into our a weekly meeting that I have with them. It is starting a little bit earlier today. So I want y'all to blow me up on Discord if y'all can. If you have questions about the game, anything that's going on, I want to answer those questions. And join my Discord if you haven't already. And I also want to try to ask like once an episode, no big deal. But hey, if you want to support the channel, greatly appreciated if you do. Content creators can't make it unless y'all support us directly. And you can do that with, you know, the wonderful, wonderful things of PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Up to you if y'all want to contribute. I would definitely appreciate it if you did. But I've got to run out. So there's the PayPal link, the Venmo link, Cash App link. If you send $2, $5, anything's appreciated. Smash the like button on your way out. And then I'll have more info for y'all coming in the... I might do a video today. We'll see. I'll be streaming tonight, though, on Twitch. If y'all haven't checked out the Twitch channel, go join the Twitch channel. And that's all I have. Sorry that we're wrapping up a little bit earlier today just because that meeting is earlier and I need to get to it. Live long and prosper. Stay safe with those Space Cowboys. Deuces, that's me. Catch you on the next one. And I'm out.
An even better outro than the intro. For the Empire and glory to your house.